This show is about your life, how to make it better, how to make more from it, how to love deeper, how to share it with others. This journey is about connection to your dreams, with topics centering on love, money, sexuality, and energy that unites it all. This show will change your life. For years, I've coached people in easy-to-learn skills, and I've seen incredible changes. I'm here to teach you those skills as a coach and hopefully a new friend. Hi, I'm Kyle. Come along with me as you move along your path of life success. Welcome to the Kyle Phoenix Show.
Some of the things you can look at, as you can see from the slides here, are some of the red flags of a battering personality. And this is identifying something before you perhaps get too involved with somebody. And there's a list of things, so we're going to break it up. If you're uncertain whether or not your partner is abusive, or if you want to be able to tell at the beginning of the relationship if the other person has the potential to become abusive, there are behaviors you can look for. The one would be jealousy. An abuser will always say that jealousy is a sign of love. Jealousy has nothing to do with love. It's a sign of possessiveness and a lack of trust. In a healthy relationship, the partners trust each other unless one of them has legitimately done something to break the trust. There may be some slight issues of, something, where are you, I want to be with you, I like you, I feel close to you, do you have to work so late? That's natural. I don't want you to do these things. If you loved me, when you're around those other people, who do you work with? Unless there has been some kind of breach of trust, somebody is starting to cross some lines where there should be some reassurance. Hey, I'm at work, they're co-workers, you're the one I'm with. Monogamy is important to me, I am monogamous with you. Sometimes people need reassurance, and particularly in same-sex relationships, both partners need reassurance because you're doing something that only a small portion of the entire population of the planet does. So neither of you is on completely sure ground unless the other of you helps the other one be on sure ground. Controlling behavior. At first, the batterer will say this behavior is because they are concerned for your safety, a need for you to use time well, or to make good decisions. Abusers will be angry if you are late coming back from the store on an appointment. You will be questioned closely about where you went, who you talked to. As this behavior gets worse, the abuser may not let you make personal decisions about your house, the clothing, going to church, what you wear. There may be actually criticism about what you wear. They may keep all the money. They may actually control the money. I'm going to give you an allowance that isn't part of an agreement of how we're budgeting, but I'm just going to decide how much money you have. Or they may make you ask permission to actually leave the house, or sometimes in really extreme cases, whether or not to leave the room. If someone is controlling whether or not you can stay in a room, you need to make a plan about how, when they're not paying attention, you leave in that room. Because if it's at that level, then you are being abused. And not only do you need to look at how you can remove yourself from that situation, how you can reclaim some of your own independence. Sometimes in the honeymoon of love, we give up too much power because we want the person to like us. If a person genuinely likes you, they will allow you to change because love is interested in the other person's growth. So, if following you in that way, it's time for you to look at, one, how do you remove yourself from that situation? And two, once you remove yourself from that situation, really doing some work about how you got into that situation. Quick involvement. Many domestic violence victims only knew their abusers for a few months before they actually started living together. The abuser may come on like a whirlwind, claiming you're the only person I could ever talk to, and I've never felt love like this by anyone. Relationships, even same-sex relationships, have to be conscious of a timeline. So part of what we talk about in some of the other relationship workshops or videos that you may be watching is how long is too long, how long is enough, how long before we're sexual, how long before we move in together, all of these different kinds of things. And this comes from the fact that your social set, your family of origin, your brothers and sisters, your parents, they're not necessarily sharing their rules or their perspectives with you, or even they might have dysfunctional rules. Here's something that I encourage people to do, and this is something I'm going to do in a whole different other video series that is really, really great, and it clears everything up. Two things. If you want to know who a man is, tell him no. if you want to know who a man is, his character, not his masculinity, not his femininity, not his personality, not what he says to you, if you want to know who a man truly is, tell him no. No, I don't want to date you. I don't want to go out with you. And right after that, how he reacts is the actual indicator of what his character is. If this is like, that's okay, you know, when you're free, then that's all right, we'll work out some other time, are you okay, is everything working out? That is someone who cares about you, or cares about other people, and is willing to get to know you. If somebody says, after you say, you know something, no, I'm not available, well, I knew you were stuck up to begin with, or I knew they're lashing out from their own pain, their own sense of rejection, their own sense of insecurity. The other one is that I tell people that if you're trying to figure out how to be in a same-sex relationship, the one thing that you can do is actually have a prescribed timeline before you do things. Generally, same-sex people, because there's not necessarily an engagement period or a wedding period, go from, hi, nice to meet you, we went out on a date, we lived together, we're in love, and now we're breaking up, without the natural progression of time in relationships, like heterosexual people do set up so that you get to know someone. One of the things you can look at is the 90-day rule. Most people are terrified by the 90-day rule. And if you're terrified by the 90-day rule, this bespeaks your faith, your insecurity, and your trust in another human being actually genuinely liking you for who you are, and genuinely liking you beyond just sexually engaging in you or with you or towards you or on you, all of that. So, let me explain the 90-day rule to you.